And welcome back after a 2-week hiatus.
Yes.
One due to my laziness and another one due to your vacationing with half of your coworkers in Myrtle Beach. If I follow Facebook at all.
Oh. No, it was actually with Christine and her family, but yeah, I mean Sean was there too.
All of your coworkers were with you.
Yeah,
all of them.
You're right.
Every coworker you have went with you to the beach.
That's correct.
That's sad.
Mm-hmm.
It's too bad for you.
I have no friends.
You have no friends.
No, none.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
You make a good point about having no friends. Episode 5, Volume 1, Two Guys Talking Podcast.
Yes.
Sloppdawgs Network, or Sloppdawgs Podcast Network, # welcome to the network. This episode was put on hiatus for a while we got our shit together.
Yeah.
And by shit together, I don't mean research and or planning, which is what we were talking about 2 episodes ago. What I mean by that was just plain meet each other at a mutually agreed upon place to talk into microphones about a mutually agreed upon subject.
Because that's how life is.
Because that's how life is. We're real people.
No
Jesse.
preparation.
Yeah, we're real people. See, this is what makes our podcast so different.
This is
and,
pure visceral human creativity.
Yeah, right. Abundant, visceral human creativity.
Sticky.
Gooey.
Delicious human creativity.
So, episode 5, volume 1, Two Guys Talking Podcast, about the one true topic, religion.
Yes,
We've already talked about race, which we didn't even want to get into, but we kind of just eased into in episode, I believe that was 1.
No, I think it was 2. I'm pretty sure it was 2.
Well, we got after race at some point and figured what's the best thing to go after next is religion.
Yes.
Which we will talk about here in a second, but we got to catch up on our lives. We got to let you know what's going on with us. You know, we got to get back in tune.
So what's going on with you, Gowker?
Nothing. Nothing.
Josh?
I've done nothing. It's either or at this point. It doesn't matter. We've done both of that to each other. Nothing's going on. I don't do anything anymore. I watch my dog. He got his balls cut off last Friday.
Ooh.
He is ballless.
How's he handling that?
It was interesting. Friday he was very, very sad about it. Yeah. And I think it was more like just drugged up and just didn't he was like, what's going on? Everything's different, right? And then Saturday he got a little more hyper, and then Sunday was pretty much his normal assholey self, running around, jumping on stuff. Like you see right there, over there laying upon a cord is his new bed because he tore his other bed up, and he's already tearing that one up.
Fun.
So he's
Good old
back
Baloo.
to
Where is he?
We sequestered him upstairs with the wife due to his
lawlessness,
his tendency to be an ass.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
As I told him right before you came over, I said, Baloo, this is why we don't let you out during the podcast, because you don't listen to me. I did follow it up with, you son of a bitch.
You called your dog a son of a bitch.
Yeah.
That's accurate.
It's not inaccurate,
no,
right?
Not at all.
All right, so not too much going on with me. I heard you actually did the thing.
I did.
With the microphone and the comedy
twice.
that you said that you were going to do, and then lied to all of our 2 listeners about.
For like 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm. You were a dirty liar for 3 weeks.
I know.
How did it go?
It went really well, actually. First time went really good. I was pretty nervous, and then so I kind of got up there, and there was a bunch of people that didn't do so great before me.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
because they're not funny.
I mean, I don't know if it was just a bad set.
That's one of the biggest issues I have with people, is that there's 5 big issues I have with human people, right? Yeah. And the 5th one, which is usually the one I get over the most, but it annoys the shit out of me, right?
Yeah.
Me personally, is the people that think they're funny and aren't funny, and you don't have a choice but to nervously laugh at them, because if you don't, they'll just either retell the same joke to you until you laugh, or they'll just the worst one is the awkward stare at you after they finish a joke.
It's funny because I work with a bunch of people like that, kind of. Are you doing the awkward stare?
Yeah,
right
to
now?
nobody.
Yeah. Okay. No, I work with a bunch of people kind of like that, and it's not so much.
Name them by name so they can all hear this.
This isn't the Gotcha podcast. No, they'll just like rehash like internet memes essentially, but like in spoken word form.
Oh, okay.
So it's just like, I don't know. I can't get into.
Can I
it.
have cheeseburger? They just say that constantly.
Like just like stupid shit or like I don't know. It's hard to. I can't really think of an example unless it's like in the moment.
Well, thanks for ruining that.
They're like the personifications of those stupid graphic T-shirts you see at like Kohl's or some shit like.
So
Protect
they're
your
like
nuts.
a walking hot topic.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good one. Good metaphors.
You're welcome.
But yeah, I don't know if that was the case with like the people that were doing the stand up because I mean I didn't really get to know them all that well.
Yeah, they were just bad. Got it.
So I don't know if it was just bad.
We'll name
sets.
them later as well.
Yeah, we'll just
At the end of this, we'll just
Call them out on
you and
Twitter.
you and I will just randomly shout people's names, right? Throughout this, we'll talk about people and not name them, and at the end, we'll name all of them, but in completely no order, so no one knows if which person is.
Here's
the good
a
or bad
list.
thing. Here's the list of everyone we talked about. You figure out who it was we were talking about.
Yeah, it's good times.
So people did poorly in front of you,
Yeah, and so that kind of built my
like
confidence.
right in front of you, or
Yeah, well, so I went fourth, right?
okay,
So the first guy who did it, he was really funny, and then the next two, not the greatest.
okay, didn't get laughs.
Yeah.
Were they ushered off of stage if they were bad? Like
No.
Like the
no.
host came up and went, "That's way to go," but you got to go.
No, I mean the host was he was pretty gracious. He laughs at everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They're trying. It's kind of a small scene. They're trying to build up, so it's kind of everyone kind of knows each other.
Right, so they're trying to be nice to each other.
Yeah. So like, and
So first guy was good. Next two guys
it was me.
or women.
It was me and then a woman. There was
Okay.
only one woman.
Okay.
The first time I did it.
So first guy good. Next two guys bad. You
Yes. Then the woman.
poor.
I would say I did good.
So you were worried because you were going up to a unrevved up audience.
I was worried because it was the first time I've done it in like 4 years, and I was like, whoa, what if I suck? And like, what if my jokes aren't good enough? And blah, 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 blah. And I was,
Yeah.
I guess I was kind of like, is this my first like open mic at like kind of like not like a coffee house, I guess?
Right. Okay.
So like I was expecting like, oh, these guys are going to be good. Like they're going to be vets.
Oh, you were expecting like better people in
Yeah.
front of you.
Yeah.
Okay. So the fact that two of them sucked, did that help your confidence
yeah.
or destroy it?
No, it was great. I ate it up.
So the fact their failure fed you.
Exactly. I loved it.
You feasted upon their failure.
Yeah, basically. It's
Super.
good times.
So that was that the first night or the second night?
That was the first time.
Okay. And the second time was there more people or what?
Second time, so there there was more audience people because the first time I did it, there was like 5 people who weren't comics in the audience.
Nice. Good.
Yeah.
hmm One of them was Christina.
Yeah.
The other 4 were your family.
No, I would never invite them to that. And it's kind of funny because like none of the other comics really like the host laughed, but like none of the other comics really laughed. So like I got
What, at
laughs
your
from
jokes?
like yeah,
Okay.
but I don't think they didn't really laugh at anyone else's jokes for
Oh.
the most part. So
Maybe
were
they
just
don't want anyone to succeed.
I don't know. Who knows? I digress though. So the second time I went up, and there was a good bit of people. I think there was just as many as comedians there, but there was more audience people. So I was a bit more nervous, and my jokes weren't as developed. Because 5 minutes is a lot longer than you think.
Yeah,
I
5
guess.
minutes is a long time. I mean, right now we're we're 9 minutes and 6 seconds into this.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we filled that pretty quickly because we're both really smart,
Yeah.
talented individuals
Yeah.
with a lot to say.
But so I was trying to write like 5 minutes worth of funny shit,
Uh-huh.
and it was much harder than I thought.
Yeah.
But
Can't be easy.
yeah, it wasn't fun.
So-
it was fun. I do genuinely enjoy doing it. I'm just not a huge fan of the writing process as of right now. But
So the second time, not as good, you would say?
no, the second time I think I did well. I wouldn't say I had a bad set by any means.
Uh-huh.
The one joke I told, I just basically sounded like kind of sad. And like
Did you get it all from the audience?
I realized there wasn't like a punchline. Like it just was kind of like, oh, this is fucking just sad.
All right.
I was able to use it as like a segue into something funny. So
Did
like,
anybody in the audience go, "Oh"?
Kinda, yeah. Like I think I heard one.
Audible sympathy.
Yeah, but like I think I could, like I kind of like I recovered from that pretty well.
That's you know what? You ask anybody. I think this is Jerry Seinfeld in one of his books. Audible sympathy is the first step to any sort of good comedy.
Oh,
You're looking at me like I'm serious. I am completely lying to you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Good. But
Well, now I want you to tell that. I want you to tell the sad joke.
it wasn't like
I want you to tell it.
it wasn't really a joke. It was basically I was talking about like how I dated shitty girls in the past before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I was telling a story about how this one girl left me for some guy she never met online.
Yeah. Right.
From North Carolina.
Yeah.
And like
That was the punchline.
no, yeah,
That was sad. Yeah, that was sad.
no. And then like I was talking about like how like I was a huge pussy because when she found out, shock and surprise, that he had like a girlfriend,
Uh huh.
I was like her shoulder to cry on in that aspect.
And that's the punchline.
And then I was just and then that was supposed to be one of the punchlines, and that's when I got the audible like, oh. And then
that's funny.
And then I talked about how she asked me to change her oil before going to visit this guy. And then I was like, there really isn't much of a punchline to this. I'll work on that later.
I'll work on that. I'm sorry.
Because I think like to me like it's kind of like a fucked up situation, but like I would laugh at that in a sense, kind of.
Yeah, well, you're laughing at it because you have to laugh at it, because if you don't, you'll actually cry about your terrible life.
I know it's in the past, man.
You know
I'm
what?
over
That's
it.
actually not a terrible idea. Performance piece, right?
Yeah.
Maybe like 3 or 4 sets in a row that you make out. Like, you walk them through your life. Like, set 1, right? First night is like you're talking about like growing up and like you're sad, right? Set 2 is you're kind of coming out of it. You're finding yourself, right? Set 3 is you find a girl you like, but she breaks your heart. Set 4 is like you're finally happy again. So you end set 1 and 3 basically crying and walking off stage with no punchline.
Yeah. I'll work on that.
And they wonder if you're going through some like deep-seated emotional issues.
He's just working through some stuff on stage. That's what he has to do. It's his process.
Yeah, but that's what you say. You're like, I'm just working through some stuff. You gotta stay with me.
You never know.
It's a performance. It's an Andy Kaufman-esque performance piece.
I see.
Right? You leave people wondering, like, is this real or not? Right?
What the fuck is he doing?
What the fuck did I just see? Because honestly, think about it, Jesse. If you go somewhere to open mic night, right, you're not expecting much, right?
Yeah.
But if you sit down in a place that it's possible for you to go to maybe the next week, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see this guy do something that you leave, and all you can talk about is what the fuck just happened. You're gonna come back the next week to be like, does he come back? Did he die? Did he kill himself?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And see, that was kind of like and it was funny because like the theme of that night was kind of like the one guy was talking about how his like little brother just died. Then the one guy was and the one guy was talking about how his girlfriend of 7 years was cheating on him for 8, and like I'm sure that's probably an embellishment, but like still like it was fucking like heavy shit. I'm just like, fucking, she left me.
For a guy online, I changed her oil.
Yeah.
I have a terrible life. Look at my sweet.
No, she asked me to change her oil before her. Like she was like, hey, can you change my oil? I'm going down to North Carolina to visit the guy I left you before. Like, fuck
That's
you.
sad.
Yeah, it was real shitty.
That's sad. Work on that a little bit, you know?
I
even that right there wasn't funny, but work on it.
Yeah. I mean, I think there is humor in it. I just have to find it.
You know, maybe you need like an Abbott and Costello thing, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe work on. Have you tried ventriloquism, like dummies kind of thing?
I don't think.
Like I'm not saying I'm going to come up with you. I'm saying like have a dummy, like a what's that guy's name? Peanut and.
Fucking Jeff Dunham.
Yeah, there you go.
God, I hate that guy.
Do a Jeff Dunham thing. Yeah, and since you hate him, you can kind of poke fun at him a little bit, and your Jeff Dunham puppet can just be your hand doing this. I'm working on it. I'm making the puppet at home right now. Just deal with the hand.
Yeah.
Imagine a man here.
It's almost done. It's on its way.
It's, again, performance piece.
Yeah.
It's about connecting with the audience in an artistic way. You'll get it one day.
Yeah, well, maybe one of these. Like
You'll
Gallagher with the watermelon?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, with the mallet. His mallet is his muse.
That makes sense. It makes perfect
they
sense.
They both
now.
begin with M, right?
Mallet, muse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
alliteration.
right?
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. All right, well, now that we got through all that nonsense, we're talking about better get to know a podcaster, right?
Yes.
and we're 15 minutes in, so we're wasting a lot of the time about religion, but that's fine because I don't want to get too heavy into it and offend too many people. But the first episode was, what's the greatest accomplishment in your life?
Yeah.
Because we wanted to start out small, right?
Yeah, naturally.
Then it was it Island next?
Yes.
And I made fun of myself, right? So you ruined the first one, I ruined the second one. The third one was your thing. That was how have you changed?
Yeah.
The fourth one, I didn't think of a good one. I just said something about a tattoo.
Yeah.
Which was
okay.
stupid. I mean, I guess not completely stupid.
It's not
right?
stupid.
I don't really have a good one this time either. I mean, I come up with one off the top of my head, but do you think there's anything that we need to share with the audience that we haven't shared?
I mean, not really.
Maybe a good question to get to know somebody. Like, if you met somebody in the street, what would you want to know about them?
Yeah.
How much money do you have on your person right now?
$300.
300 American dollars?
No, Mexican pesos.
Oh, Mexican pesos. I have no money on me right now.
Okay.
No American money on me. I have a debit card, another debit card, a lids card to lids. I have
For
3
all the hats
tickets.
that you buy?
3 ticket stubs. Yeah, all the hats I buy, right? 3 ticket stubs to 3 different Phillies games that are over a year old.
Let's do it. What's in your wallet right now?
I'm that's what I'm saying. A bunch of receipts. This is all real. I'm not lying about any of this stuff. This is going off of like specifically what's in there. A bunch of receipts that I keep and then I throw out after like 25, 30 days. Or once it gets like too thick, like I don't want to get a George Costanza type wallet that's too big. That's hurting my ass and back. I got some hard candy in there. No, that's a.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. I do got a little change in there, probably.
Really?
I think. Yeah, I don't never know where to put change. Like my biggest problem with change
See,
is that I don't want to put it in my pockets up front
Yeah.
because I'll forget they're there and then I'll wash it. Right?
See, I have a change purse.
You have a change purse?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, like on you at all times.
No, it's in my car. So I
Okay.
what I'll do is I'll keep it in the pocket, and then when I get the car, and then at home, if I would like fucking find change, I have like a little jar I can put it in.
Yeah, I got a jar. I got a piggy bank right there.
Okay.
I got a jar upstairs. But the change doesn't normally make it in there until after I've washed it. Because I'm not good about taking it out of my wallet. I mean, out of my pockets. What else is in my wallet? A Rutter's card, a Sheetz card, a card to get into the KFC. No, not the KFC. The Home Association, McSherrystown. A AAA card. My library card, which I like, is all beat up to hell, but I refuse to give up because I just think like I need it for some reason. You ever like look at a card in your wallet and you're like, there's like no reason for this, right?
Yeah.
I don't go to the library. I'm not gonna go to the library.
Yeah, that's.
But for some reason, I feel like if I get pulled over one day by the cop, he's gonna be like, license, registration, library card, and be like, bam, library card. What's up, man?
There it is. Yeah, I actually have a card like that with like I have 2 cards like that actually in my wallet. I have one for my therapy. So,
Oh,
yeah. Oh. And then I have one for like a because I went to bartending school when I was like, I don't know, 20.
yeah.
And
You've told me this before. I'm not sure you shared it with on the
Okay, yeah.
on the
Fucking
podcast before.
Pointless. Because I will never fucking bartend ever. But yeah, I have those 2 cards in my wallet.
You were bartending for a while though.
Yeah, I just like some mostly serving / bartending. But yeah, I mean, it was good. It was all right.
And of course, you got debit cards.
Yeah, debit cards, gas rewards cards, giant cards right up top.
Yeah, I have my giant card on my keychain. That little thing that the thing they put in your keychain.
I think I do too. I just for some reason I always feel like I have to fucking pull it out of my wallet. Actually, let me double check that real quick.
It's important for you to know that that's on there during this podcast.
Yeah, it is.
You have to go to
on there.
Giant after this.
I
We're
was
running out
giant
of
earlier.
milk. Jesse, we're running out of
I
milk.
have to go to Rutter's actually, which is also on my keychain.
Yeah, so, okay, wallet. I guess that's a good one. What's in your wallet? So basically, if you're listening to this right now, the next time you're out and about and you meet somebody new, say, hi, how's it going? My name's whatever. What's in your fucking wallet?
I also have $1 in my wallet too.
$1.
Yeah.
Now, see, that's important because if you ever come up, I always try to keep $1 to $2 in my pocket, my wallet if I can, right?
Yeah.
Which right now I know I have like $3 in my visor of my car. I need to get out and put in my wallet. And the reason I do that is because whenever I go to a place that has one of those grabby claw games, I have to stop and play it. So I try to keep $1 or $2 in my wallet. So like
Makes sense.
I play that game at least once or twice. Which you laugh at me. I'm legitimately good at those games.
Really?
I have won a
I'm
fair
so
amount
fucking
of
bad.
merchandise
So
for
bad.
those games.
Every time I pass one, I kind of like do the same thing. I'll be like, Christine, I'm gonna win you a fucking bear, and then I'll like play it, like waste $5, and then be like, fuck this game.
The best story I could tell you about this is my wife and I, when we were just dating, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were down in North Carolina with her family. Actually, we were engaged at the time.
North Carolina.
And it was we went down to like the pier, and at the pier they had 2 of these grab claw games, these grabby things. And Sarah already at that point knew I was good at them and was like, "Oh, well, I want that penguin. Get me that penguin." And I'm like, "All right." So I put $1 in, get the penguin, right? One
Dad,
shot.
do you do it first? You do it one shot?
Mhm.
Because I feel like those things are rigged, so
Yeah.
you can only get the things around it.
Which I don't see. That doesn't make any. I think they are rigged, but like I feel like I just get really lucky. Like I approach them at the time where they're rigged to work, right? And so I put the $1 in, and because it's a crappy one of those things, 50% to play, right? So I get 2 plays. She's like, "Give me that penguin." I'm like, "Got the penguin."
Okay.
And she's like, I'm like, "What else do you want?" She's like, "I don't really care." And so I try to like get like a giraffe or something in there or something. I forget what it was. And I don't get it. And I'm like, "Well, that sucks." So I turn around and walk back, and like her dad and mom are by the bait because her dad likes to fish and hunt and stuff. So her mom's like, "Where'd you get that penguin? Like, where would you even get that in a place like this?
Yeah.
Like, this is the fucking pier. Like, where would, there's not we're not in an arcade, right? I'm looking at bait." And she's like, "Oh, there's 2 claw games over there." And she's like, "Oh, wow, you won that." And she's like, "No, Josh won it. Josh is crazy good at these. He wins them all the time. Like, he constantly wins me stuff out of them." And she's like, "No, he's not." I'm like, "Nah, I actually am. I don't know what it is." Like, I said, it's nothing to be proud of. Like, it's nothing like, there's nothing to hang my hat on that I'm good at grab claw games or whatever it is. Like, thanks. Like, I don't want that on my tombstone.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't accomplish anything. And she's like, "I don't believe you." So I'm like, "Well, give me $1 because I'm out of dollars, and I'll go win you something." and my wife, at the fiance at the time, wife, goes, "Well, here's $1. I got $1. Let's go show her." So we walk over there with her dad and her mom, and like I didn't realize it then because it just didn't dawn on me, but a fair amount of pressure on me.
Yeah.
Because this is like the first time we've all gone away together.
Oh, okay.
We're secluded in an area, and I've already been prompted, held up to them to be good at this, and they have seen me be good at nothing else at this point, right? So it's either like, now granted, this is not a great thing to be good at. Like, they're not going to go home to their friends and be like, "Oh, our daughter got a catch. He's good at the grab claw games." You have no idea. You didn't even see him, right?
Yeah.
But still, it's like this. I've never shown any type of actual skill to them, so now I'm on the plate to do that. And so Sarah's like, "He can win anything you want, just point it out." So her mom goes, "I want that giraffe." And I go, "All right." So I go over, I get the giraffe, goes right down first try.
Yeah.
Matt, her dad, goes, "No, I can't believe you did that. You just got lucky. Get that shark." Got the shark, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, "This game's rigged." So he puts $1 in it, doesn't get anything. Puts another $1 in it, doesn't get anything. Puts another $1 in it, doesn't get anything. Comes out and says, "This game's rigged. There's no way it'll work." And then I go back in there, and it just so happens that either him or whoever came right after him left a game on there,
Oh, really?
right? So I just, for fun, try it again. I get a troll. And he's like, "How did you do that?" And I'm like, "I aim for the thing I want. I press the button. The claw grabs it and gives it to me."
He's probably so pissed.
Like, to this day, my wife and mother-in-law will tell that story to people of like, "I don't know how he's good at it. He just is very good at it."
That's funny.
So that night I went 4 for 7
Wow.
in the claw game, and they just don't. Nobody gets it. And like every single time we'll be out at one of those games, like somebody, and there's this new person with us, and we start playing it. Somebody will be like, "Oh, don't play those games. They're not worth it." And if she's with me, she'll be like, "No, he's good," and I'll win something. And they'll be like, "How do you do it?" I'm like, I literally aim the claw at the thing you want, press the button, the claw will grab the thing, and then return it to you.
Nice.
Like, I have no strategy.
Well, you're just blessed by the claw god.
The gods of claw.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a good segue for us.
Yeah.
Gods.
Fuck God.
So we'll get into. I don't know if we want to start off like that. I'm not so sure that's the best.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna ease into this a little bit.
Edit this out.
There's again, it's for the second time in a row. There may be editing capabilities on this thing. I refuse to learn them. Flatly refuse.
Guys, you might have heard. You might have think you heard.
You might have thought. You might have thought you heard. Or you might have thought you heard.
That wasn't me.
That was the dog barking.
Yeah. It's a weird bark that
It's
he
an
has.
odd bark.
It alienates his neighbors.
Neighbors really don't like me.
Can we take a second though to think about about if a dog's bark actually sounded like him saying "fuck God"? Can you imagine like if a Mormon or like a Jehovah's Witness came to your door out fucking crazy, like they would die?
Sir, I thought I'm not sure that I heard what I heard. No, that's just the dog. I'm sorry.
Is that dog Satan?
So God's Jehovah's Witnesses, religion.
Yes.
Right? Let's just dive into it. Religion. So, let's phrase it like this. All right? Religion is a big part of everything.
Okay, let me start you off with a question.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do
Were
that.
you brought up in any specific religion?
Yeah, technically I was. I went to a Christian Catholic school, grade school.
Now, was it Christian or
kindergarten.
Catholic? It was
What's the Pope one? What's the
Catholic.
Pope? There you go. So I was Catholic in kindergarten. I was baptized. First of all, baptized Catholic, right? Brought up in the church. Went to church every Sunday, right? Kindergarten, St. Vincent's. First grade through 8th grade, Immaculate Conception.
Yeah.
So obviously Catholic.
Yeah.
Delone Catholic High School. Again, Catholic. And then Shippensburg University. So for the first 18 years of my life, right?
Well, you stuck it out till the end.
I was also an altar boy.
I was
right?
an altar boy too.
Now, I'm not saying those whole 18 years I believed or followed the doctorate into which I was brought into, right? I don't want to say that.
Yeah.
But for those 18 years of my life, I was, I wasn't going to church every Sunday. I mean, I think that stopped somewhere around
I probably stopped about 18.
freshman, sophomore year.
I probably stopped between 17, 18 or so.
Yeah.
My parents
I don't know. It was somewhere around there where my parents decided it was not important anymore to make me go to church.
Gotcha.
So once it wasn't important for me to go, it wasn't important for Jordan to go. And then once it wasn't important for Jordan to go, it wasn't important for Dad to go.
Yeah.
And then once it wasn't important for Dad to go, it wasn't important for Mom to go, and then none of us went.
Gotcha.
Right? I will tell you at this point, we're all separate. I don't want to say separate families. We're all a family now still. But as far as I know, my dad doesn't go to church on Sundays. Yeah. I know my mom does. I know my brother does. I know I don't.
Yeah.
Right? I don't go to church hardly ever. Obviously that has enough to do with religion in and of itself because I'm not going.
Do you have the Catholic guilt?
I don't. You know what? So what were you brought up? Catholic?
Yeah.
Same kind of thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you went through all like Catholic school as a kid?
I went to Catholic school from kindergarten to 9th grade.
Okay. And then public schooling at that point?
And then my dad was like, I'm not going to pay for bad grades anymore, so he sent me to public school.
Way to go. Way to get out of it just by sucking at grades.
Yeah.
Good job. Way to go.
It's good times.
Yeah, I mean, I had... I can vividly remember when I was about a sophomore, like freshman, sophomore, one of the first times I started thinking to myself when I'm in one of these religion classes. Classes were actually called religion.
Yeah, I remember them.
I can vividly remember thinking to myself as I'm reading something like, is this bullshit?
See, that's kind of how it was with me. Like growing up, so like I have the Catholic guilt.
The Catholic. What is the Catholic guilt?
The feeling.
What do you qualify as the Catholic guilt?
So, like, I'll give you an example. I growing up, I would have to I read Harry Potter, right?
Yeah. Well, who didn't?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't read it till I was 25.
Well,
I read it.
That's okay. Harry Potter, and my mom did not approve of Harry Potter because of witchcraft, which was the devil's work.
That can't be real. It's a fake story.
I'm dead serious.
That's like when I remember when I was younger, and people's parents weren't letting them watch The Simpsons.
My parents didn't let me watch this.
It's The Simpsons. It's the most benign crap ever. They don't even swear.
Yeah.
The worst thing they do is show you maybe a bear cartoon ass.
Yeah. No. Wasn't allowed to watch Simpsons.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're getting out of that. By not letting your
wasn't
kid
allowed
watch
to
The
watch
Simpsons.
MTV either.
MTV.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I mean, she's just saving you from bad programming.
Yeah, I mean that's true. I don't really. It's like I'm not like, oh, MTV. But no. So like I had to like hide my Harry Potter books in like my backpack.
Because she believed in the God she believed in, she believed those things to be bad for you, or bad for your morally bad.
Like morally bad. Like I was like tempering with witchcraft essentially.
So okay. So the Simpsons thing, I guess I don't want to say makes sense, but Simpsons thing probably we can put off in the realm of like it teaches you to be bad or maybe talk back or whatever. Like it gives you like alternate thought processes. I don't want to say it like that because that makes it, but you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
So what? But it's morally gray area.
Because Bart being kind of shitty and
right,
yeah,
maybe a moral gray area, which I actually think they were more moral than anything else. Especially like you watch the first 5 seasons of The Simpsons, almost all of it's about like family, about how much Homer loves his family and how he'll do everything for Marge and whoever and all that stuff. I mean, it morphs into obviously something vastly different.
It might have also been like my parents just thought it was stupid, so they were stupid. We're not gonna let them watch.
Right. Well, I mean, I was just say that could be part of that. I mean, and I don't want to like, and that's what I think that's what I was trying to get at too. It's like it melts your brain. You know, like that's pretty MTV too.
Yeah, it could
but like,
be.
how is reading a book that's about fantasy melting your brain?
It was this whole. I could get into it a little
like,
bit.
where's the moral line there?
It basically the thought process behind.
I mean, do you know?
Hmm?
Do you know why? Like, have you asked her why before? Like, why would you not? What did she say is the reason?
Because it's essentially letting the devil into the house.
The devil. So the devil's in the book, or the devil is in the words in the book, or like what? Define this to me.
So,
see, here I got to ask you a lot of questions because my parents had me go to like Catholic schools and raised Catholic and baptized and stuff, but they weren't ever. I would say that the fact that they raised me the way they raised me led me to where I am now.
Yeah,
they were lax on a lot of these things, and on purpose. I think they let me find myself through.
Yeah,
right. So they gave me the option to like watch The Simpsons, watch Family Guy, read this book, read that book. You know, if my mom saw me with a book, she's like, "Thank God he's fucking reading."
Yeah, and that's like it was. She and my mom like went through like phases.
Yeah,
kind of like because like eventually I got her to read Harry Potter, and she's like, "Oh, it's fucking harmless because it's fucking Harry Potter."
Right.
And it was fine.
So what was her reasoning of like when she said bring the devil in the house? What does she mean by that? Can you define that more, or she just said
so like devil? Okay, so like another example, Harry Potter. Maybe that might be kind of like a shitty example.
Yeah,
I'll give you a more concrete one because this has more of like a clear, and I put that in quotations, thought process. Though.
Yeah, it's still recording us probably.
Yeah, I don't know. But
see,
so
still
like
working?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Growing up, my friend, one of my best friends, Anthony, his dad played Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay. His father.
Yes.
Okay.
And and we got to a certain point. And he was like, "Oh, like I'll run a campaign for you guys. Like it's fun. Like we used to do this when we were your age." Blah blah blah. Blah. And like my mom, like I had to like lie to my mom about it.
About going over to do that? To the house?
About playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
Because she
sorcery and stuff?
Because of spells, basically. And because like like in Dungeons and Dragons you can like worship a god.
Oh, okay. I'm with you so far. Yeah.
And so like that was all like like you should be worshiping another god, you should only worship,
Right, false idols.
Yeah, false idols.
That's directly in the Bible.
Yeah. And
multiple times.
And then like the casting of the spells, like that was a big taboo because
Satanism, stuff like that, spells, witchcraft.
And she was
that
under
makes sense.
Yeah, she was under the impression that like, oh, he's gonna see people casting spells in the game, then he's gonna go home and summon Azrael of the Ninth Circle.
Right. Which we've all done in our spare time.
Listen, any teenager nowadays.
Right.
If you're telling me you didn't summon Azrael, sword,
Yeah, if you haven't at least talked at least to
Lord of the Perilous of the Ninth Circle
Right.
of Hell,
yeah,
then
it's one of them.
you're full of shit. But anyway, and so eventually I was kind of like, Mom, like I do this, like it's not, like I don't plan on, worshiping Satan.
Yeah,
It's harmless.
right. It's just a fun
Chill.
fantasy game.
Yeah.
It's fiction.
Yes.
I
know.
much like the book you prophesize
Yes.
to be nonfiction, it is a work of fiction.
Oh. Yes, exactly.
Of course, you probably wouldn't approach it like that because that would get you sent to your room and/or murdered.
I don't talk religion with her now, but because she still has this like belief that I don't know. I'm not gonna.
I don't really have to. See, now here's the difference. I don't really have too many people in my immediate family. Now, in Sarah's immediate family, yeah. So in my immediate family now, I would call that maybe my extended family. But in my immediate family that have any kind of like real tie or tenet to the church or to religion or to anything like that.
See, it's weird because like I have a bunch of cousins who are pretty religious, and like my mom's side of the family are all, they all go to church every Sunday. They're all real big into it and stuff like that. And like I don't know, like I just can't do it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, well, let me back up a little bit because I want to make sure I get something out there that was on my when I was thinking about this for the past week because I was thinking about this for the past week.
Okay.
But what I wanted to say, it kept coming back to like I don't want to like completely alienate everybody that believes in a religion.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is like I don't want to say that religion as a whole is worthless. Right?
I think a lot of tenets of religion are good things, and honestly, I might raise my kids Christian. I don't know how it'll be. It'll probably be my version of it. Like,
right.
just
Well, that you
don't be an
indoctrinate your
ass.
kids as you are indoctrinated yourself. You tell them what to do.
Yeah.
You don't like. Normally, you're not going to get a kid that's in the KKK that's raised in a black family, right? Normally,
You don't know that.
You're gonna get
don't know that,
most
Josh.
likely that kid's not gonna get in the KKK, right? If anything, they'll be a Black Panther, right?
True.
But like you said, large tenets of religion, for the most part, be good to each other, love one another.
Yeah.
Like if you look at every religion, it's
Hate
mainly
the
centered
gays.
around this. What's that?
Hate the gays.
I think you know what. Let's table that for a second because I do want to get back to that. Because that to me is the other thing I want to talk about. Another pull of this conversation is I want to talk about the bastardization of religion, which is really where my problem comes into religion. Because the overall arcing thing of religion is, for the most part, most tenets are very, very good. Right?
Yeah,
Be good to others. I think do unto others as you would have.
Jesus was a straight up dude.
straight up.
Yeah.
He wasn't a jive turkey.
He was no jive turkey. Would you
He
just call
just
me?
slipped back to the 70s for some reason.
Oh.
He was a straight up dude.
Straight up cool cat.
So like I mean overall, whatever religion you are, Lutheran,
Unless you're
Hebrew,
a fucking Muslim.
whatever, even Muslims, Islamic faith. Like for the most part, a lot of these tenets center around love, and then this is where the bastardization of religion comes in, and this is where I have a problem with it, with religion as a whole, because I would say 75 to 80, and I am drastically underestimating this because I have felt that there's more people that bastardize religion than there are. But I'd say 75 to 80% of people that believe in religion believe in it and follow it for the right reasons. They don't bastardize it. They don't use it for their own personal gain. They don't take the word to make it whatever they want. But I would say there's a good 25 to 20% of the people, even that you meet in your daily life, that bastardize the word in the sense of like they will take the word of God and make it mean whatever they want it to mean, right? The word of their God and make it mean whatever they want to mean. Islamic people of the Islamic faith, radical Islamics, turning it into, Muhammad told us we have to kill the infidels.
Yeah.
Oh, well, who are the infidels? Well, those people. Well, how do you know they're infidels? Because I don't like them.
Yeah. They're fucking infidels.
And this book says they're infidels.
I mean, it's the same thing with the Crusades.
Right,
Yes, we need all this shit because Jesus was here once and there's gold and... Shut the fuck up, Jesus.
Oh, it's the gay thing too. Like there's something a man shall be with a woman. That's what marriage is. So that's what marriage has to be.
Yeah, naturally.
Right? I mean the first
God.
No religious text
Mm-hmm.
is what it was when it was founded anymore. The Bible is probably so far off of what it originally was transcribed as.
Well, yeah, there was
There's
the Dead Sea Scrolls.
There's
and shit.
hardly even maybe a word in there that's the same anymore. Most likely, most of it's completely different, and it's been changed over years and years. It's the gigantic game of telephone.
Yeah.
Everybody changes it to make sure it fits in their own worldview, until sooner or later people stop changing it because they can't because it's sacred, right? But everybody did change it. The only thing I could tell you that's probably the exact same as when it was written is Scientology. So if you want to follow a religion that is running off of the original scripts to the letter, Scientology is where it's at.
What are those things they get checked for?
It's midi-chlorians.
No, that's a
That's
Star Wars,
Star Wars thing.
Yeah, that's a Star Wars thing.
Midi-chlorians.
I forget. So I was watching something the other week, and like some guy was like, "Yeah, I'm a Scientologist, bro. Like something free," and I was like, it made me fucking die.
Just Google it. You have a phone on you? Google
That's
whatever
true.
it is. But for the most part, so the bastardization of the word has happened for years and years and years and years and years, and will always continue to happen. And people will take the word of their God to mean whatever they want, right? I think that's the thing that ends up making a lot of people look at religion in a negative light, right? Because if your real tenet in religion, one of your real tenets is love everybody and do unto others as you want done unto you, then you shouldn't be calling people infidels. You shouldn't be telling people they can't be married. You shouldn't be telling people that they can't do this or that or whatever. Like, you can't hold yourself out to be more righteous or more pious or more devout, right? Or better than others, because that's part of the religion of holding yourself out not to be more than that.
Yeah.
Holding yourself out to be equal to others. But most people don't do that. You know, most people that are taking the word to mean whatever they want take it to mean like I can do or say whatever I want. Here comes the dog.
Hi, Baloo.
You taking him out? Yeah? He can't wait. He's ballless.
God, he's beautiful.
Careful
though.
his balls. What's that?
He's beautiful though.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Baloo, get down. You have ruined the podcast, Baloo. He turned off the mic. He tried to eat the microphone. Oh, dear Lord.
What is going on? What is happening?
Yep, there he goes. Come on, he just leaves. All right, so we have ruined everything for a while here
Yeah.
due to a dog. We got ourselves way off talking. But it made us real. Again, we're human. We're creative.
Yeah,
we're
it's
creative
true.
humans.
This visceral human creativity.
So, you know, there's religion takes you into weird places all the time, right?
Yeah.
And, I mean, I guess that's my point. My only point is the bastardization of religion has led many people to either go away from it or believe it's nonsense,
Yeah.
because the few, because I said 25 to 20%, so the few have ruined it for the many.
Yeah.
I mean, in my opinion.
I mean, I agree with you to an extent. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would definitely agree with you, actually. I don't really have much to...
You don't have anything to add?
I mean,
Thanks.
of course, like, you know, people take shit out of context all the time. I mean, there was some people who hated Catholics because they thought, you know, we worship Mary, which isn't the case at all.
What's your personal view on religion?
My personal, like, what do I think is going to happen when I die?
No, well, I mean, just like, do you believe in anything? Do you follow anything? Like, are you comfortable with talking about that? 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm comfortable with getting into it myself.
Yeah, I'm pretty much agnostic about it. I mean,
so there is no God, or there is no Jesus, or there what?
So I definitely think there was a Jesus.
You'd think there was.
Yeah, I think there was
Okay.
a person named Jesus who preached a lot of good things.
Right. Who was genuinely a righteous dude.
He was generally a righteous cat. Yeah. I don't know about the whole Son of God thing. I will never know about the whole Son of God thing.
Well, until it's too late.
Until it's too late. True.
And then you'll be like, Damn.
I think it's stupid.
I put a lot of my eggs in this Mormon basket.
Yeah. Fuck. I just think it's stupid that, like, oh, I love you. I love you guys. Here you go. Here's Earth. And, you know.
Are you
Yeah.
talking about, like, you're
Just-
thinking stupid, like this is what they believe? Like
yeah.
God?
Well, like,
Okay.
I'm not like, this is stupid that Christians believe this and shit.
Well, keep
but, like,
going. I love you guys. Here's Earth.
oh, I love you guys. Here's Earth. You know, fucking frolic and shit. Oh, but if you break any of these 10 fucking rules, you're going to hell and you're going to fucking burn and die. And I think that's mostly a George Carlin skit as well.
Yeah.
But it seems like there's actually a sect of Judaism actually that basically like doesn't believe in hell.
Yeah.
Kinda. Like they believe in they kind of like think this is like the testing stage.
They only believe in good things.
I don't really know.
Only heaven.
Like
What a bunch of dicks.
I don't know the whole huh? I don't know the whole thing about I don't really know the whole like gist of it, to be honest. But like I personally believe I think you have to do some real fucked up shit to get to hell. I think there might be a hell,
I would think so.
and I think that if you're going there, you fucking probably did something to deserve it.
Uh-huh.
I don't think that includes having sex before you're married and a bunch of other stuff that really serves no purpose than to be wrong than to just be like, well, it's wrong. I don't fucking like it.
Well, it's the same it's the same premise as now this is going to make me a lot of conservative Republicans hate me, gun laws. Because gun laws can't be changed, right? Well, they were established hundreds of years ago for certain reasons. Like the whole reason one of the amendments is like we can't quarter troops is because the British would come into your house. Like there was every like they wrote that rule because there was a constant fear from every human being that lived in America that another like a foreign invading force or a foreign occupying force would randomly insert themselves into your house forcibly, take your bed, possibly rape or kill your wife, and then leave. Right?
I mean, they do that still nowadays. I mean,
so the
Second Amendment's totally relevant to the world today, John.
There's a gigantic difference between then and now. It's the same thing with like what you're talking about with religion a little bit of a lot of those tenets, right? Of hey, you can't have sex before marriage. May have had a place in times long ago when we're trying to maybe protect each other from disease or stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Because every single time I think about religion, I always come back to two, and this is going to tell you a lot about my views on religion. Okay. Two comedians and their takes on religion. First one is Patton Oswalt, and I love his take on religion. Skycake, yeah. Right? And his take on religion is a long time ago, people like him who were tiny and would have been murdered by the big Neanderthals, but had something over top of they had brain power, and they said, if you don't hurt me, you'll get sky cake later, right? Yeah. And so smart people that maybe can't control the, I don't want to say dumb people, but control the masses without telling them there's something greater than even them that's out there that's going to reward them or punish them based on what they do, is going to write these things in a doctrine that says, hey, you can't do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, maybe to protect for the masses' protection, right? Mm-hmm. Like I know that maybe if we say sex before marriage is bad, let's stop everybody from fucking everybody. Yeah. And then disease won't spread as quick. I mean, am I going to say they're that forward thinking?
Want me to give you a window into my childhood?
I do want to give you. I do want that.
I was told that that God sent AIDS down to punish people.
AIDS.
Yeah, I genuinely believed that for like a few years.
What do you mean AIDS? Like angels?
Like HIV? No, HIV.
No, AIDS.
like the killing disease.
So God created HIV to
destroy the gays.
Curtail the gays. Yeah. Just the gays?
I mean, or anyone having sex outside of marriage.
Oh.
Yeah.
So nobody that was married ever got HIV.
No, impossible.
Impossible.
It's just fucking. It's stupid. It's fucking retarded.
So I mean, it for me, right? So you were saying you're agnostic, right? I don't want to get into me. I don't want to step on you.
More or less.
You would say you're agnostic. So
I believe
there's no God to you.
I don't like. I honestly do not know what there is. I think that
So you-
there's. I think that there's something out there.
Yeah.
I think I don't really believe that I think as long as you're basically a good person,
Yeah.
and even if you fucked up, as long as you as long as you feel remorse and kind of did some sort of maybe penance for it,
Sure.
you'll be okay
Okay.
in whatever afterlife there is.
In whatever afterlife.
Yeah.
it is. Okay.
I don't think it's all it could be fucking reincarnation. I don't know if it's all us frolicking around in the clouds or not, but I don't really think that's the case.
I hope it is. I'd like to cloud frolic once in
Yeah.
my life. For once.
Yeah. And I mean,
Being a heavier set human being, I feel like cloud frolicking is impossible for me.
I mean, you never
Weight
know.
distribution issue.
In heaven, though, you'll just be as
I'm
light
weightless.
as a feather.
I'm
Yeah.
weightless.
You look like Matthew McConaughey.
It's my dream come
If
true.
you want. But regardless, that's kind of where I'm at with it. I mean, I think there's I don't know. I'm very one of my friends. I think I mentioned him on this before. He's really laws of science and logic. Everything that
Yeah.
does not conform to that is retarded.
I can't wait till we list people we talked about. Names here at
It's
the end.
so good.
I'm excited.
No, it's okay. I'll tell them. I think that sort of thing is kind of presumptuous to be oh yeah, we already know that about this for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
Because we discover shit all the fucking time.
Yeah, there's always new stuff going on. I mean, so you would say to you that you believe that there is a higher power or a creator, or how would you define what you're talking about?
Do you know what deism is?
Kinda. You're gonna have to remind me of that
Okay.
stuff. I could say yes.
So this is a very loose. I kind of believe in a very loose version of deism. I kind of think that some sort of higher power came,
Okay.
created made the Big Bang happen. and
So
shit.
aliens, right?
Not necessarily.
Ancient aliens, right? You watched that show. Got it.
Aliens.
Aliens.
But no, I think that some sort of higher power came, started, maybe made the Big Bang happen, and created us, and then was oh cool, and then failed and did whatever the fuck
Right.
else higher powers do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to. I mean, you believe what you believe, kind of thing, So you would say that you earn. What would you say happens to you when you die? Undefined at
That's
this
the
point?
only thing I don't really know.
Yeah.
I mean,
And you're comfortable with not knowing?
yeah, oh yeah,
You
100%.
could care less.
Yeah, all right. I mean, the vast majority of me believes that we die and that's it.
We
Done.
die.
Snuff out. Yeah.
Right.
And I'm okay with that. Another smaller part of me kind of is oh, maybe reincarnation's the thing.
Yeah.
Because that would kind of make sense. Because if you think about it, heaven and hell would be a fucking crowded ass place if every single one of us, person who's ever lived and who's ever died,
Yeah.
was a fucking soul.
Yeah.
That'd be a fucking shit ton of
Yeah,
people.
but it's a lot bigger surface area than
I mean,
America.
yeah, but still.
I think surface area of heaven is infinity.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the hell is the size of Lower East Texas.
That's true. That's a lot of people. And then there's another kind of smaller part of me, and this is more of maybe the mystical side of me, but I kind of think you lived a good life, you die, and you kind of go to maybe your own personal heaven, whatever you kind of think
Right.
heaven is.
Maybe this is your heaven right now. Living the life that you're living right now.
Oh
right? Did I
my
just blow your brain?
god! Inception.
You've just been incepted. Okay. Well, I mean, I'll tell you that.
That's all I have to say about that.
I'll tell you that I don't believe that there's a God.
Okay.
I just plain don't believe there's one.
All right.
Do I believe? Do I?
Are you
Will
gonna be
I-
a dick about it?
Will I? Will I admit that that I can tell you that there is some room for me to say is there a possibility that some smarter being made some of the things that coincidentally happen all together to create us happen? Sure, yeah, that's completely possible. Do I think that happened? No, I think science happened. I think the existence that we currently have came from nothing and a complete random coincidence.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think we are one of 400 trillion billion million possibilities.
Yeah.
And this one of that 400 million trillion possibilities created what we have right now.
Yeah.
With the people that think and act and talk and question and feel the way we do. With souls, not souls, whatever, right? I think that's what we are. I don't even know if we have souls, honestly, right? Because the only thing that's different, right? Like, I think about this all the time. This is really stupid to create this, maybe to attach this to God or religion. But like even this right now, talking, right? And me talking and you understanding it is really just, it's organized sound.
Yeah.
It's just organized sound that we have interpreted to mean something.
Yeah.
The same way that any other animal communicates with any other animal. We may see them growling at each other or doing whatever they're doing, right? Mm-hmm. Or the birds chirping or whatever. That's just, again, it's just organized sound. It's
like
sound
this.
put together. What's that?
Just like this.
Just like this, right? It's just organized sound put together to mean something that we take to mean something.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. So I mean that's part of what I think. The reason I bring that up is because I think that's part of the whole thought process of like it's a random coincidence.
Yeah.
You know, we any species, and that's why we probably don't. At least I think that we may not even have a soul. And like I know it's stupid of me to say that it comes back again to like comedians, but you know George Carlin was one of the first people to say that, and I agree with him. Oh my goodness gracious, the worst possible scenario. I think we're
Hello?
okay. I think we're okay.
Are you
Everything
still alive?
went terrible.
Oh God.
Wow, look at that. Who's is that you?
I think so.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Your shit's all fucked up.
Good stuff.
He
Good
went
stuff.
nuts. So, well, you know this is what you get when you have an animal, right?
All the funds.
All the funds. I think we're okay. I'm just gonna let it sit down there. I'm not gonna fuck with it because we only got like 3 minutes left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't. Long and short of it, I don't believe there's a God.
Okay.
I believe religion is good.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's a good thing. I believe mainly it preaches good tenets. I believe people mainly bastardize it.
Yeah.
If and when I have children, are they going to go to church? Most likely they are because my wife wants them to. Mm-hmm. Am I going to preach to them about what daddy feels about God and religion? Not really. I'm going to let them figure it out on their own.
Yeah, that's kind
because
of
that's kind of how I was allowed to figure it out on my own from my parents and stuff. So they're going to figure it out on their own, right? Mm-hmm. I wish people were more accepting of this thought process of like, okay, well, you know, I believe what I believe and you believe what you believe. If it's nothing, it's nothing.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that sometimes you get this attitude from people who, especially people that really, really believe that, like, how could you not? Like, all these things in your life, like the love you have, like, how could you believe all this is random? How can you believe there is no God, right?
Well, surprisingly, I'm actually a fully fledged Lucianic Satanist. I was just playing a bit on here, but
that's why the dog's going so crazy around
exactly. Hail Satan!
Hail Satan! Hail Satan!
Is that from Tenacious D?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Hail Satan!
Yeah, just kidding. Seriously.
I'm just kidding. I'm not. I'm just kidding. I'm not.
Black Mass Saturday.
So let's wrap this up, right? Because I don't have too much more to say. I don't want to get into it. Plus, we have a mess now to clean up because of my fucking dog. Right. He was all mad because I was saying there is no God. He had to ruin
Or he was excited. Fuck God.
I didn't know that my dog was so intrigued with Jesus and God.
He heavily believes.
He heavily believes. He goes. Maybe he goes, sneaks out and goes to church.
I think he watches Joel Osteen.
Joel Osteen. All right. Well, we like to do the what we recommend, right? So what we recommend, we did what we might recommend to watch, listen, read. We did watch again. Do we want to do listen again, or do you have anything else that you would recommend, like maybe a place you would recommend to go? Like the Chameleon Club or whatever the fuck you're...
Yeah, I would do it on... Come there on Mondays, Chameleon Club, Lizard Lounge at 8 p.m. on Mondays. Yeah, roughly.
Go there, boo Jesse.
Yep, make fun of me.
Stand up and be like, I was told 4 weeks ago to be here, and I was here, and you were nowhere to be found. And make sure you say that loud, like that, like interrupt the middle of his show too. Don't start him off like that, but wait for him to start, but don't let him finish.
Just do all of that. Also, I'm in a contest on InkShares.
There you go. Shameless self-promotion.
Shameless self-promotion.
I love it.
Really give a fuck.
That's what this part of the podcast is supposed to be about.
I mean, basically, yeah. Look up my name, Jesse Twinson, and I'm doing a little fantasy contest.
The book is
thing.
called what?
The Axiom.
The Axiom.
Axiom. I don't know.
Spelled like it sounds. FAP.
Yes, the fappening zone.
What's it? What Axiom? A Tale of Order and Chaos. Is that what it is?
Yeah. It's that's the ultimate.
So on InkShares, look that up.
Yeah.
Recommend him. Share his page. I did it on Twitter. You got
Pre-order
shared
it.
to my follows. The Techromancer is one of the books, right?
No, well, so like there's 3 different tiers. So like
Yeah.
there's the techno. Like I couldn't think of fun names for the tiers. Like a lot of people did a much better job than me. Maybe I'll change those.
Sure, they did.
But
That
like
makes sense.
the first tier is like you can get like pre-order an ebook for when it comes out, and it's $10. And if I fail, you get the $10 back. So really, you might lose $10.
Right.
And
get a shitty book out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You perfect. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm a dick. I'm sorry.
You're fine. And then you could also get paperback, and then like the highest level, you can get all the fucking paperbacks you want and all sorts of shit.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah.
So go on InkShares, look Swinson up, Jesse
Pre-order-
Swinson.
Pre-order my book.
Pre-order his book, Axiom, A Tale of Order and Chaos. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that?
Yeah.
I helped him design the cover, me and me alone.
You did.
I was the sole
Just him.
strategist. I would call me...
You were the one that gave it the most input.
I would label myself in the book when it gets published as head strategerium or strategist.
I will give you a
As it were.
personal thank you in the book.
I would like a whole epilogue written about me.
You got it. Anything for you.
I mean, I don't have anything to push other than, Sloppdawgs Worldwide on Facebook and Chili Cook-Off. I'll fucking do that thing.
Dude, when's that
So when's Labor Day? The first Monday in September, right?
Maybe.
You got your phone in front of you. I don't know when it is. I think it's the first. I think it's always the first Monday in September. That Sunday before that is the Hanover area chili cook-off. I believe, if I'm counting correctly, it is the 422nd edition.
It's September 4th.
September 4th is Labor Day?
No, September 5th is Labor Day.
Okay, so September 4th, the 422nd annual chili cook-off. And by 422nd, I mean I think it's only the 20th, or maybe 21st. But the 451st annual Hanover Chili Cook-Off in Hanover, Pennsylvania. Come out. Look for Loose Cannon Chili Consortium. Will be the ones in the bright yellow shirts.
Oh, yeah, I want to get one of those, by the way.
You like that?
I do. Yeah.
Make chili great again.
Yeah,
That's what's
great.
on the back. We are in no way affiliated with Donald Trump. If he hears this and wants to sue us, have all our money, that's fine. We all want you to be president desperately, so we're fine with it.
Yeah.
Because we think it's the funniest joke we could play on each other to allow effectively
Hate mongering.
a racist asshole to become our president for 4 years.
I mean, no, that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to vote for him as to prank all my friends.
Yeah, no.
When he gets elected, I'll be like,
It's-
fucking got you guys.
look what you did. So,
Honestly,
yeah.
I like a sick morbid curiosity of right now, like wants him to become president, just because I kind of like want to. I want to see all like when he starts fucking shit up. Like I want to see like the crazy justifications like the right wing's gonna make about it.
Well,
Like,
I mean, he's not
oh,
going to.
you
They're not. Gonna,
fucking like
First of all, he won't win, but if he does, they won't let him do anything.
Yeah.
He's going to be a figurehead is all he'll be. He won't be making any actual decisions. They won't let him do that. They won't even let Pence do that. They'll have somebody fucking else do that. They'll be like, yeah, this whole gay re-education thing, yeah, we're not re-education thing.
Wait,
You know Pence is for that, right?
Wait, what?
So here's a fun story, and this I know we're way over time, and I know
What are we at?
we're at 104, 105,
Just let him.
an hour 5 minutes.
Let's go. It's fine.
So I know we're way over time, but my brother was over here at my house here last week and told me, because he's, as I've said before in this podcast, a registered Republican, works for the government, right, in the state Senate. He said that at the Republican convention, they added a tenet to their Republican tenets. Like they have 3 tenets now. They have a 4th one, and the 4th one is gay re-education, because Mike Pence legitimately believes and advocates for gay re-education, meaning gay conversion therapy is what it's called.
So, like, pray the gay away?
Right, so send them to camps to make them de-gayed.
So, what you're telling me is that a tenet of the the National Republican Party,
as it currently stands,
in
2016,
is gay
re-education or gay conversion therapy.
Wow.
That's real. If you are a registered Republican and you believe in everything the National Committee hands down, one of your tenets you now believe in, that they've forced you to believe in, is gay conversion therapy.
You know the other 3? I'm just kind of curious.
It's fiscal. One of them's fiscally, economically related. One of them's educational, and one of them is I think it's state. They want
state rights.
State rights.
Yeah.
So I was talking to him how would, because he's a Reagan Republican. He loves Reagan, right?
Yeah.
I said, what would Reagan do with, and I didn't even get the whole way through it. He's like, he would murder half of our party with a knife.
Well, I don't really think this is the right time for that sort of thing. So.
He goes, I watched these. He actually gave he's like, I won't name this person. He named him to me because I looked it up on Facebook, because apparently they posted this on Facebook. Some kind of thing where this is how Reagan dealt with terrorists or some nonsense, right? Yeah. And he was talking in some kind of conference, and Reagan, somebody asked Reagan what are you gonna do with whatever? And he's like, well, we don't deal with terrorists. And the guy said, he went on to somebody else, and the guy said, talked over the other person, this reporter. Yeah. And Reagan looked right back at him and fucking yelled at him basically and said we don't you understand, right? And it was we don't deal with terrorists. If they want to keep our people. Yeah. We'll take, for every 2 of us they take, we'll take 4 of theirs. Let's just keep doing this, man. He was not afraid of saying that stuff. And Jordan's I saw that, and it made me even angrier because that fucking guy thinks Donald Trump's the right thing. That's exactly what Reagan would say to that fucking guy about Donald Trump. What is wrong with you? Look at this fucking Oompa Loompa piece of shit. You're out of your mind.
Well, I don't really agree with what you're saying here, Gauker, but, I think that, my policies are the best policies that ever can be, and...
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
So yeah, if you're a registered Republican that follows all the tenets,
I cannot wrap my head around.
That's
that.
real, man.
That's fucking crazy.
You know what? If you go, I bet you if you go into their website right now, you'd even see it. Gay conversion therapy. Sad, but real.
That's fucking crazy shit.
So I'll leave you with gay conversion therapy. We'll leave you with that.
Thank you. I needed that.
We'll leave you with that. Visit Sloppdawgs Worldwide on the Facebook. 2 Guys Talking podcast will have a website at some point here.
I don't know if we'll have a
for
website,
pod hosting.
We should be on iTunes soon.
iTunes? We should be on iTunes soon.
Website, that might be
so,
ways away.
Comment, share, subscribe on YouTube. iTunes, once we get on there, find us, download. Go to Ink Shares to help Mr. Swinson out with his book, Axiom, A Tale of Order and Chaos. Go to the Hanover Chili Cook-Off on September 4th. Vote for Loose Cannon Chili Consortium. Pay money to your local gay conversion therapy camps. And, until next time, we will be back with our next topic, which is undecided at this point. I know we said we were going to decide them ahead of time, but we're not going to now. Fail.
Yeah.
We decided to fail.
We're going to talk about gay conversion therapy.
Gay conversion therapy?
Yeah.
All right,
how
so
it works.
until next time, 'cause we don't want to go too long. We will talk to you later. People, #welcome to the network. Thanks
Yes.
for listening.
Goodbye.
Download, comment,
Have a good time.
stop